Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the GameGravy Rewind Podcast. I am your host, Anthony DeVirgilis, and tonight with me I have Mr. Michael Johnson.
Hey, what's up?
And Dante, I'm going to kill your last name again so you can say it.
Radar.
Radar. I was thinking Ratner, but I'm like, yeah, you're a better director than Brett. So,
oh, God, I almost swore right there, too. Screw that guy.
This is episode 61. This will be our...
That would have been the quickest swear in our podcast history.
This will be our E3 preview podcast. So we're going to discuss tonight our the confirmed games, and then at the end of our confirmed games, we will go for our wild predictions. So I'll let Dante kind of drive this podcast since he's done the most research on it. I just only care about 3 games, like I was telling him earlier. So we'll go ahead and I'll let you take over, Dante.
No problem. So I just want to start. We'll start it off here with some of the stuff that's already been, kind of ruined. Like, this has been a crazy E3 for just leaks. I don't know,
yeah.
So much stuff has already been put out. There's already been Watch Dogs 2 that they put out the trailer for, Injustice 2, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, Tom Clancy's Wildlands, the Final Fantasy 12 remaster, and then then Activision just announced that the Destiny Rise of Iron is going to be their downloadable deal this year, and they even put the date out there. So it's like, wow, you guys couldn't wait a week.
Well, once that stuff gets leaked, it's like people just start talking about it anyway. So
yeah. I thought Injustices was funny because it just some GameStop manager leaked the poster that people are getting for pre-order it. So Ed Boon was like, all right, well, screw it, we'll just put everything out there now, and they had to.
Yeah, that was probably the funniest leak when Ed Boon put people invited to the release party or something like that, and it said Obama, somebody else, and it had GameStop on it, and it had GameStop scratched off. I'm like, that's pretty funny.
Yes, I like that.
That cracked me up. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, some of them, the Wildlands or whatever you said, the Tom Clancy game, that was already previously announced.
Yeah, it was a new trailer and and shown. Just it kind of like a lot of that stuff. It's one of the reasons why I love E3 so much, is just all that wow factor and the unknown, and just coming in there, and we already have a bunch of stuff already floated out there. So
yeah, I mean, the Injustice 2 and the Watch Dogs 2, that kind of just sucks because that would have been nice surprises at E3, but
yeah. I mean, anybody that's seen it so far, Bryan Cranston is narrating the Injustice 2 trailer, and we finally get a taste of what a good Lex Luthor would have been. So, thanks a lot, Eisenberg.
Wait, Heisenberg or Eisenberg?
Eisenberg, not the good one.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, Heisenberg, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Jolly Rancher. So I guess we'll start with Microsoft. I'm sorry, we'll start with Sony because that's the one I'm on. That's the page I'm on right now. So
okay. So I'm gonna start off actually just saying why did they say The Last Guardian was gonna come this year and show Last Guardian stuff off?
You said it wasn't gonna come this year?
No, they said it is, but why'd they leak that? They Sony leaked that themselves.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make people excited.
No, I get it, but why not show it at E3? That's a more... I don't know.
They showed it at E3 last year.
The only thing I could think of is the time frame of their video conference, of their presentation, if they're going to devote so much time to PS4K and VR.
Yeah, normally they have a specific set schedule, and if they can't fit it in there, they'll start just announcing stuff that they can't fit in the press.
That's true, and we have seen Last Guardian for the last 10 years, so...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We know it's coming. It's like the dragons. They're coming soon.
Winter's coming.
I saw a release schedule the other day, and it was hilarious. Naughty Dog has released 4 Uncharted games and The Last of Us in the time that they started making Last Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
I hope insane.
I hope the game
How about this?
holds
How
up,
many
too.
Assassin's Creed games have come out since they started making Last Guardian?
Too many.
20.
Too many.
Well, 2 of them would have been too many, but...
Yeah. Oh, you didn't like Black Flag? I like Black Flag.
I honestly, I never played any after the first one, so I guess I'm not really in a...
one's... 2's good. All right, we're getting way off traffic. We're way off topic.
Yeah.
Way off topic.
So yeah, they probably released that Last Guardian stuff just because they don't really have time in that press conference, because they have a lot of information to go over to really quell some of the issues that people have with 4K and VR. And man, they better get that message across real tight.
Yeah, I agree. If they're going to be shipping their VR unit in October, they have to make some decisions about their system. So
yeah,
we'll see.
So, like, Anthony, what do you got for predictions besides
for Sony?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're going to see Final Fantasy VII, of course. We're going to see maybe a little bit more Shenmue 3. I mean, I guess it's not really Sony, but like I know we'll see more Kingdom Hearts 3. I guess that's Square. I think we'll see The Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Even if it's just a little teaser.
You guys both think that?
I think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean they've probably been done with Uncharted for probably a year now.
Yeah, about at least.
Man. And even if they weren't done, it was just a smaller team cleaning it up. So I imagine Naughty Dog's probably working on Last of Us 2. Isn't there a new game coming out from the 1886 developer?
Yeah, it's Dead Don't Ride, I think. Is that them? That's Ready at Dawn. I'm sorry, Ready at Dawn is the guys from the Order 1886.
Yeah, I think they have a game coming out, so we'll see that. I would imagine Insomniac probably has something coming out. Mm-hmm. Maybe Sucker Punch. We haven't seen anything since Injustice, or not Infamous.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I mean there's I guess Gran Turismo would probably be one that we'll see, right?
Yeah, I mean this has got to be their press conference of where the first parties are.
Yeah. I would guess that Gran Turismo would probably be their flagship VR title. If to me that would be the best experience for VR that they could offer.
I mean, I think that would be definitely cool, but I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if that would be a launch title.
Oh, I'm not saying a launch title. I just think that would be their flagship title for VR. Like, what else could you show off in VR, and that has a bigger name with Sony that would like enhance the experience than Gran Turismo.
No, I agree. I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but
because I mean, Uncharted would be stupid in VR.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they could make it cool by actually literally exploring certain facets.
Yeah, but you would be making a third-person game first person.
Or maybe facets of it. Maybe you could switch to that first person.
I don't know, man. I think Uncharted's so fun because it's in third person, not because.
All I know is that they better have good games for VR if they're going to charge $400 or $500 for it. That's all I have to say.
The thing with VR is every game can't be VR, and that's a lot of money to pay to buy something when every game's not going to work in VR.
No, I completely agree. I don't think they should do it just to do it. I think they should do it if it makes sense and if it makes the experience awesome. Not just.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Wii controls, but at least like most developers made use of them in their games
cleverly, or tried to at least. Yeah,
exactly.
My only thing with VR is that you're really only going to have a couple of chances to get this in people's hands and give them an experience before they make a decision on whether it's for them or not. So if you put out a couple of stinkers and that's what people are trying out,
yeah, it will kill it.
Kind of setting yourself up for failure.
Well, it's going to be a lot of tech demos, and unfortunately, like, can you think of any game style besides a first-person game that would work for that? I can't. I really can't.
We'll see. I'm sick of tech demos though in VR. I'm over it. Make something.
Yeah, but
real.
that's all you're gonna get.
I know,
you're not gonna get anything amazing
until they actually put some real stuff out for it. $400 is such a waste of money. What I can see them doing is creating an entertainment system in VR, so you could watch different videos or do something. Like you're going to the movies.
Yeah, I just feel like with VR, I feel like. It's not that the technology is not there. I just feel like AR has a lot. I mean, I've said it before on podcasts. I just feel like AR has a better end life. Like,
well, yeah. If you have a HoloLens, I think that'd be more applicable to everyday applications as opposed to the VR thing that Sony's doing, and same with Oculus.
I agree with you, because if you watch some of the HoloLens tech demos,
I experienced
even the Minecraft
at E3, it was awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And the Minecraft thing was really cool. When they had it on the table, I was like, that's really cool looking.
You could just apply it for even stuff for work or personal, or even you can just, there's so many applications for it. It's ridiculous. But that's why I'm saying, that's more of an integration into life. This VR stuff that Sony and Microsoft are going to do, they have to nail it. Otherwise, people are just going to be like, nah, and get rid of the headsets and not even indulge in it.
I think people are just going to be like, meh, anyways, because, can you really name me from the beginning of video game systems? Is there really an accessory that came later on that was really a big seller?
Besides, the Power Glove from Nintendo and the...
Yeah, but Nintendo didn't make the Power Glove.
The light zapper for Duck Hunt?
The zapper?
Mattel made the the Power Gun, or the Power Glove.
Are you trying to tell me that the 32X wasn't awesome?
Well, it might have been awesome, but it didn't sell, and no one would know if it was awesome.
Dude, man, Nintendo did VR back in the day with Virtual Boy, remember?
Well, that was an actual system. That wasn't an add-on. Yeah. But the thing is if you look back, add-ons really don't sell.
Yeah, that's true. They're always been junk third-party crap that never winds up to be anything, external hard drives and whatever.
And your biggest problem is, here's a great instance of why VR is going to struggle. Okay, Microsoft originally started selling all the Xbox Ones with the Kinect. As soon as they dropped the Kinect, nobody made use of it anymore. Developers aren't going to spend the time and money to develop for a small user base. They want to be able to develop a game that will reach everybody, not just the people that bought the VR helmet. So I think that's going to be the struggle.
Mm-hmm. I like Kinect. I was one of the few people that actually that enjoyed it for what it was. And then the problem with Kinect was you got immediately into the kind of the limitations of what it could be, and it was very quickly realized this is really all you're going to be able to do with it, and studios didn't want to put that kind of money up to develop a high definition game that was only going to get maybe 3 million people at best. That's your market. So I'm with you. I'm worried about VR only because of the nature of it and the expense of it and how different it is to what we already are used to. So, again, you're educating the public on something that's pretty much brand new to them, and then you're asking them to spend a large amount of money, and you're asking developers to put time and energy and money into a product that they don't know is going to sell.
Yeah, and I really think that Sony 4K is more about getting the VR to run
that's what my thing is for
properly.
The Neo and Scorpio. That's the push for VR, and I think that to push this back on track, for E3, I think that they're going to spend a lot of time talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, me and Mike
VR will work on your old PS4 unit, but it works better on the new PS4 unit.
Exactly.
Okay, so now you got to spend an extra $1,000.
Yep,
that's going to be all the criticism. They didn't plan for it. Why didn't they plan for it? They've had the Morpheus out for the past 3 years in beta.
Yep.
So, they knew,
and that's why it's been in beta for 3 years.
But they knew earlier that they were going to do it too. So it's why didn't you plan that into the launch of the PlayStation 4?
Well, what were they going to do? Push the PlayStation back 3 years?
No, they wouldn't need to. They could just build it with better hardware.
Yeah, but then it would have been more expensive out the gate, and that would have totally gave Xbox the market.
Maybe, but if they told people they're planning extra things to do with it later on, that would blow them away.
We already knew. We already knew the VR was coming down the line.
Yeah, but not this quick.
I think Sony. I can't argue with what they did. I could argue with them releasing a system, a new system, but I can't argue with them releasing at that time and point. They're leading. They're the leading hardware developer right now by double the next closest competition,
Yeah, it's a wide margin. It's a real wide margin.
Yeah, so I can't complain with them releasing it there. I think this is... I think... Honestly, I think that if they were going to do anything, I would have been we're delaying the Morpheus to come out with a new PS4 in 2 years. I think that would have been... a better move than to release a system 3 years after launch, because I think that's going to divide your user base. Because why am I buying this new powerful system? I'm not going to get any games that are going to be better on there.
Well, in another couple of years, they'll just release the next gen one to compete with the Xbox One. So,
I mean, that not to beat a dead horse on it too, but that's where the challenge is in their messaging too. Is, you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth with the 4K and the regular PS4, and expect your user base to be happy about either way, because if you're running, what is the game running on? Is it running on the regular PS4? Is it running on a 4K? Are we ever going to see what games look like on PS4 anymore? That kind of deal. But to get back to any of the prediction stuff, like Mike, is there any games or anything like that you really predict that you're predicting to see
on the Neo?
On the Neo or the regular PS4?
No, not really.
Wow, Mike, you're
Thank you for preparing.
But I mean, I've been just waiting for them. For instance, we talked about The Last Guardian. I've been wanting to see that forever. I saw it last year. It was really cool. But they're like, oh yeah, by the way, it's not coming out for a long time still. Maybe a year or two. So that was just disappointing. Are we talking about strictly Sony?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think I really want to see Detroit Become Human. I think that looks pretty awesome. That David Cage's game.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. I would definitely get down for some Gran Turismo if they talk about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm really interested to hear their messaging on VR and on 4K, and then the games, like Anthony kind of hit on it with the first parties. Like this, I'm hoping that this is a very first party first show. So I really want to see God of War. Like all that Norse mythology stuff has been leaked. Another leak, and we've got that coming out. I really want to see that. I really want to see what the game looks like, and if it is Kratos, is it really him or is it another character? Because it's kind of weird to throw a Greek mythology guy into Norse mythology, but if anybody's going to do it, it's them.
Yeah, for real.
But
true.
Yeah, we can move on to Xbox unless you guys have anything else you want to add on PS4.
No, I'm good. Let's do Xbox.
Okay. Because they're not going to do anything for Vita, obviously. Vita's dead.
Yeah.
Even though I don't want it to be.
No, I know.
So, Xbox, what do you got, Anthony?
What do you mean, what do I got? What's coming out that I want to see?
Yeah.
I want to see more Cuphead, even though I'd just rather them release the damn thing.
Yeah. Release it. It doesn't look that hard of a game to do. Come on.
Yeah. Just that's I've been waiting for that. I mean, I'd like to see more of the single.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it's like a shump, but I would love to see some more Gears of War 4 single player, less multiplayer. I'm Halo'd out, and so I'd like to see.
Halo Wars 2 stuff is gonna come out probably.
Well, I guess we won't ever see any more Fable stuff because they closed Lionhead.
Yeah.
What studios does Microsoft even? Oh, they have Rare.
They're gonna have Dead Rising 4, right?
Yeah, that
leaked too.
Yeah, there was that leaked photo of the new Dead Rising game, and then my main prediction of this is that they're gonna come out and talk more about backwards compatibility. And they're gonna unveil Red Dead 2 on Microsoft stage.
You know what I would like them to do for backwards compatibility? Make Xbox original games backwards compatible.
That'd be sweet.
I would love that.
That would be awesome. And
love that.
I would love to see Rare actually come out with something that doesn't suck. But it doesn't matter because I feel like all the Rare employees have moved on to Playtonic now anyways. That really matter. And I cannot wait for Yooka-Laylee. I will be pre-ordering that on hopefully the NX since they pushed it back to first quarter. To me, that I think they pushed it back to make sure it releases on the NX. So that's I would love to play that game on a Nintendo system because that's what it just reminds me.
You think they made a decision to release it on an unknown Nintendo platform?
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
They said that they're only developing in-house the Wii U version and the PC version. They are outsourcing the PS4 and Xbox One version because they said they wanted to put the most time into the Nintendo system because they felt that it's a game that Nintendo gamers would be like for them. So that right there tells me that they're already looking out for the Nintendo gamer. So yes, I could see it being released on the NX, and that's why they pushed it.
I'm gonna leave you on that island, but the game looks freaking amazing.
It is amazing. And if they don't announce it for the NX by the time first quarter rolls around, I will be buying it on the Wii U. So
the last Wii U game that you buy.
Ever.
Absolutely, because I already know Zelda will be on the NX.
Yeah, I hear you.
I think that I'm looking forward to all the hardware stuff that Microsoft's going to announce, because I've been reading a lot of rumors about their new like stream gaming platform coming out that ties into your Xbox and Media Center on your Xbox. I'm curious if that's something that like you could travel with. Like, since I travel a bunch for work, that'd be cool to bring this little system thing with me with the controller, plug it up in the hotel, and connect to my Xbox.
Mike, you could already connect to your Xbox with your laptop.
Yeah, but my laptop, that streaming is shit, dude. It's horrible. I've tried.
Well, I don't think it's going to get any better.
No, I think if they improve the services, and they actually have dedicated servers to run that stuff, like a Netflix type of deal, it will work fine. Right now, the streaming for the laptop uses purely the laptop's power to process it. They wouldn't be doing that if they had a streaming service.
I thought it uses your Xboxes and you're just streaming it through the internet.
No, I mean, you're doing a little bit of both, but it's using some power on the PC end, and also the bandwidth that you're using.
Gotcha. I haven't tried it, so I don't know how good or bad it is.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you're using your Xbox hardware to like power the whole thing, but it also is dependent on your RAM and your internet speed and everything on your PC.
Of course.
So
and most hotels have pretty crappy internet. I caught myself.
Good.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. I know one thing that they're probably also going to announce is the smaller Xbox One that's lower priced.
I'm not excited about that. I just bought an Xbox last year.
That makes me mad because it's going to have 2 terabytes of internal memory probably.
That was on my list too.
I don't care about that though, because I have a 5 gigabyte or 5 terabyte external that works perfectly fine on there.
Yeah.
Sony put external hard drives in.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, I agree. But I'm just saying, it'd be interesting to see. I want to see their hardware stuff. I want to know if they're going to talk about more, their VR, their AR stuff, and see what they're going to do with that. If they're even going to bring it up at all. Maybe talk about the Oculus. They're probably going to talk about Scorpio, which is their code name, like their version of Neo, but for Xbox.
Yep.
So what's up with that? Like, did they have all code names be Zodiacs?
I don't know. They're probably copying off each other.
Sony's is the Matrix.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're right. I don't know. I honestly.
And we all know Vita's code name had to be Trinity because Trinity dies.
Yes.
But.
But the Scorpio is supposed to be way more powerful Xbox. And it's going to be slated to better support the Oculus. It'll have a stronger GPU and full support for the Oculus Rift headsets. So, that way, Sony's not the only one preparing for their VR
I think
headset.
Microsoft's smarter to have somebody else make their headset.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Because they don't have anything invested in it except for whatever the developers make.
No, they have a lot of money invested into it.
Well, isn't the Oculus Facebook?
Well, yeah, but still, they're investing.
Yeah, but dude,
money into
Facebook
that.
gave them they threw billions of dollars at them. Why would Microsoft have to even put a penny into it?
I don't know. There has to have been some sort of deal worked out to be able to use it on their system.
Yeah, they gave him a dev kit for the HoloLens.
Probably. HoloLens for them all. I don't know.
Exactly. But any predictions, guys?
Yeah, I'm with Mike on seeing Scorpio and the specs on it. I think we'll see more PC integration than we already do.
Yeah.
And I agree with Mike on the smaller, cheaper Xbox One, because there's got to be a way for them to reformat the manufacturing of that system for it to be cheaper, and I think we'll see a price drop.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be the running.
Really,
of the system.
Isn't it already at $300? That's pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's $299, but that's they do their sale where it's for a limited time and like that kind of deal. So
it's the life cycle of this system right now. If they're going to prep a new system to be released and show crazy new specs, they want to get their system out there more and compete more with Sony. So they're going to drop those prices, kind of like they did with the Xbox 360. They slimmed them down, they made them beefier, and they made them
weird,
super
man.
cheap.
I have no desire for these new systems. Like I like they're gonna come and pass, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I still want to see what the NX is. Like at the end of the day, it's like I really could care less what these two systems have.
Well, I'm with you because these are. I mean, this is more of the same, but a little bit more powerful. Where the NX is a brand new platform, so I'm with you there.
You see,
but we're not going to see it.
That everybody knows about, right?
Yeah, I'm actually more excited about the operating system that the NX is going to hold. Like that's to me. If it's like it doesn't have to necessarily be a hybrid. It just has to be an operating system where I can use it on a handheld. I can use it on a console. Anything I ever buy from Nintendo is always going to be with me from now on. Like that kind of thing. Like I'm okay with that.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about? I've been arguing about for like I don't know how many years now. But this whole console race thing, it's going to lead to the inevitable of being PCs. Like
they already are PCs.
They are. Well, that's my point. But like. Why not just get a gaming PC? You know, they're going to just integrate stuff into just the PCs now, and just stop making consoles. I think eventually.
No, because the thing is consoles are more consumer friendly. They like the thing is like
that's what I mean. You're going to be just buying PCs with software on it.
Oh, that's what the Xbox One is, man.
No, but I mean, like in more regards, where I think you'll be able to tap into it and use it as a PC if you want. But just like, okay, pop on, buy a Microsoft PC or Sony
I mean,
PC.
but like, what really, besides work-related functions, what can't you do on the Xbox One that you can do on your PC?
I'm talking about like work-related functions.
No, okay, well then that's like the only thing missing because I mean,
actually smoothly.
You can get a keyboard.
Other apps that are non-Xbox related.
That's coming. They said the Windows App Store is going to be open up on the Xbox soon.
I think Microsoft's way closer to it than Sony is.
Oh yeah, well the Xbox One's actually running on Windows 10.
Exactly.
That's where I was getting at with the more PC integration, like seeing more functionality and more applications than just gaming and multimedia.
Microsoft's taking a step from Apple and creating an ecosphere.
Oh yeah, there's mods on the Xbox now that anybody could put their game in development mode now, or their system into development mode now. I mean, it's basically you're so close to a PC without having just the work functions. That's really all that's missing.
Yeah, I'm just thinking Microsoft's gonna start taking a high competitive edge very soon because of all that integration.
Well, it's affordable PC too. That's the biggest thing about it.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like I don't know. It's putting a PC in everyone's living room. It's the best way to describe it.
That was their goal.
What was that crappy online service for your couch? That was like they marketed it towards like old people for email.
What
the hell are you talking about?
And I was like
smart TVs you're talking about?
Must be a Miami thing, Mr. 305 over here.
Yeah, he back in the 90s. You know what? Never mind. We're gonna move past it.
Yeah, let's not waste time on old people stuff.
I just want to see. I want to see a couple of games. I want to see Crackdown. I want to see Recore. I want to see Cuphead.
Recore, all over Recore.
And I mean, I would like to see Scalebound, but Platinum is so stretched thin right now with all the other games they're doing. I doubt we'll see that, but Crackdown and Recore for sure. I really want to see those.
Those are big ones.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think we're going to see anything Halo except for maybe Halo Wars.
Halo Wars 2 is a rumor.
2. Yeah.
And I would love to see Sea Thieves. Like, what the hell is that game?
Sea of Thieves is a pirate simulator, man.
Yeah, I know, but like, what I want gameplay. Show me what it is I'm actually going to be doing instead of just a bunch of pretty colors, which admittedly very pretty.
Aren't all those games you just said? Aren't those all games they announced last year at E3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nothing's really new.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the beginning, like I'm hoping for a wow factor moment, like last year when we had those wow factors of the Final Fantasy and Shenmue and Last Guardian, like those big moments of oh my god, this is amazing, like that kind of reveal.
Yeah.
I mean they're cool, but like we haven't even tasted any of those awesome wow factors yet.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy to me. Like they announce all this stuff. Like Nintendo should be like, yeah, we're coming out with 45 new Zelda games over the next 45 years. I mean, like, wow. Yeah, of course we all know that, but let's get something in our hands this year, people.
Yeah. Like now.
Do you guys want to do Nintendo now? We'll get our
yeah. I'm so excited to see the new Zelda game. So the last couple rumors I seen were that you can choose the gender of your character, which is that's fine. I don't care. But this is the bigger one. I've seen that all the other characters that are not Link will be voice acted.
Oh, sweet.
That would be nice.
That would be excellent, as long as it's not like super cheesy Japanese like
I just
anime.
Hope it doesn't make Link look like a mute.
Well, he is a mute.
Pretty great.
No, but like a goofy mute, like he can't actually say anything.
He won't say anything. He's never said anything.
That's my point. If they make everybody talk around him like in real human voices, he just looks like a handicapped guy that saves everybody always.
He's not handicapped. He is a mute. He doesn't talk.
Then explain why.
What do you mean explain why? That's why he always has like the fairy or like a companion.
No, but
because that's who speaks for him.
I understand that, but I'm just saying for like if you're gonna keep up-resing everything else around you and keep that's still the same, give a reason why he can't talk. Otherwise, it just looks stupid, in my opinion.
Because he's Link.
So Link can talk to Princess Zelda.
No, he can't. He talks through his companion.
He doesn't have the fairy talk to Zelda and be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling about Zelda right now.
Navi doesn't run around going, hey, listen, really loud at everybody.
Exactly, right? They communicate somehow.
and just because, you're trying to save the princess doesn't mean they have to be romantically involved and have feelings, Michael.
Hey, well, in lots of games, they show them they do.
I really, man, the rumor of this 90-minute demo that I've been reading around the past couple of days, that sounds absurd.
It's 2 45-minute demos. It's going to be one's going to be of the dungeons and one's going to be of the overworld.
Oh, they're not going to show any NPCs?
Well, yeah, in the overworld.
In the overworld,
sure.
Dude.
All right.
And it's I
think they're going to show. I think more of it's going to be focused on the overworld because I really feel like I think they're going to take a little bit from A Link Between Worlds. And you'll be able to, like, rent your weapons or your items like you could in that game. So that way you can go to any dungeon you want. So I don't think you're going to be restricted to be like, oh, go to this dungeon first. Oh, in this dungeon you're going to get the shovel or something like that. It's going to be whereas you can go rent, like, different goods. So you can go rent, like, the bow. You can go, rent, like, the boomerang. So that way you can progress through every dungeon, but you have to earn them. And stuff like that. You have to earn enough money to be able to rent them. And then in that game, you could buy them outright if you wanted to as well.
Sure, I would take that. I would love a more Mega Man-ish design of being able to do whatever the hell I want to do. Take on the dungeons in any order that I'd like to.
Well, I would like it just because it would be a true sense of exploration. You'd be like, okay, what am I coming up upon now? Oh, I just found a dungeon. That's awesome.
Yep. Instead of having to, come around later when you actually have the items that you need.
But you need to figure out what you need for the dungeon. So.
Well, I mean, they could put something on like a sign or do something cheesy like that, where it's like required to be in this dungeon or something. I wouldn't mind.
Dungeon, but by the way, there's directions on the wall saying what you'll need to.
Well, I mean, once you walk into a room, and they can just make some kind of teleportation thing if they really wanted to, where you can like teleport out and go to the shop and get what you need.
Sure, kind of like Diablo or any of that stuff. Yeah, just like run to the town.
Exactly.
Kind of sure. Yeah, I have no problems with that. I'm really looking forward to this. I think we've all been looking forward to this game for a very long time.
Yes.
And to finally see it running and playing and seeing what it is they've been working on for all this time, I'm very excited for this game. I really hope it doesn't let me down.
I don't think it'll let you down. If Nintendo has so much hope into it and expectations into it that this is the only playable game on their show floor, I think that speaks volumes right there about how good this game's going to be.
I would love for that to be a lie, by the way. Like Reggie just comes out and we're like, psych! We've got this, and this.
Everybody here in this conference today is walking away with a copy of Zelda right now.
No, I think that Nintendo I think they want to show the NX and all the games for it at their own event later on in the year. It might be Tokyo Game Show, but I really feel like they're going to do their own Nintendo World event or whatever, and I think they're going to show off everything, and I think they're going to show off all the games all at once, and I think we're going to see maybe 9 to 12 Nintendo-published games on this system that will be out over the year after the system launches, and I think they're just going to go balls crazy at this event, and they're gonna be like, new Mario, new Metroid, new Zelda, new this, new that, and it just new Splatoon, new Animal Crossing. I mean, you're gonna see all the big hitters day one.
Not launch
at day one.
I'm hoping that I very much hope that you're right. it feels pie in the sky considering the dearth of software that we've seen.
Well, here's the reason I don't think it's pie in the sky.
I know why.
I think the lack of software is more point in case of why we're going to see this. Because where are all these teams that Nintendo has? What are they working on?
They're going out of business.
No, they're not. They're not going out of business.
It's not like the Wii and the Wii U had gigantic libraries very quickly after they were they were made. That's why I feel like it's pie in the sky. But we'll see. I very much hope that you're right.
I think we'll either see Splatoon or like remake, or HD remaster or whatever you want to call it. I think we'll see that or a direct sequel in the launch window because of how popular that game is in Japan.
Take it. I'll take it.
And the thing is I feel like that game's so popular in Japan, and I feel like the PS4 is still kind of struggling. I feel like Nintendo really sees a huge opportunity to take over the Japanese market, which will get all the Japanese developers on their side for the NX. So I really see, like, that's why I think we'll see a Splatoon 2 or a remaster or remake of it. There's also signs to, like, a Game of the Year edition of Smash at launch. On there.
With all the downloadable content, because it's like $100 worth of DLC.
Yep, all built in, pre-packaged, but with like better online, obviously, and stuff like that.
Sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. I would take that and a remaster of Splatoon with like voice chat. Oh yeah, take my money.
Let's just see what they do.
But, I mean, other than that, I mean, the 3DS, I'm not really looking forward to anything on. I would say that the Wii U, I'm also interested in the Paper Mario game. I've always been a fan of the series, so...
Yeah, Color Splash, right?
Color Splash. I'm interested to see some. I know, like, during the Treehouse, we're going to see more than just Zelda. I'm excited to see some stuff there, but I don't really know if they have any surprises up their sleeves. I'm sure they have one or two games.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, I'm still really excited about their mobile games. I talked about it on the Nintendo Fever podcast, and I'm really excited about the Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing mobile games.
I don't know. I don't really care about mobile games. I don't like using my phone to play games. That's just me.
I'm not a mobile game person. I've spent too much time on my phone for work.
Yeah.
So I don't really particularly want to play games on it. But regardless, but if it's fun, I will play it. Like if it's that good of a game experience, I will play it.
Yeah, it's got to be really good and not take up a lot of room.
Well, the best thing would be, honestly, it's like for Animal Crossing, and again, I've talked about this on another podcast, but the best thing for Animal Crossing is more of a companion. So you leave your town, you go to something else, whether it be like an island or you design your room on your phone, but you're still linked to the main game that it's going to be, that it's going to be.
You mean you could push whatever you do from the app to the game when you get home?
And vice versa. So basically, so I leave my town, I move my character to the phone. Now while I'm out, I could still play with that same character. I could still do stuff in that same world. But then when I get home, I could take that character back and I could put him back on my main game. To me, well,
that's creative and clever way of using a mobile app as opposed to having a whole separate game. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and that's what I feel like it's going to be more of a companion app because that right there will sell the main game.
Well, especially that type of game. Like
absolutely,
it's the perfect kind of game to have that set up for a mobile app.
Yeah, you can totally just play that for a little bit, go back. It's got to be able to. You could dive into it and get out of it really quick without having to invest time into it for it to be a success.
Anything else you guys were hoping to see from Nintendo?
Something cool. Surprise me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't even, honestly, I can't even think of, a good rumor surprise that, I mean, I did hear that they were going to announce an acquisition soon, Nintendo. I don't know who.
A third party?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't think anything as big as, Sega or Capcom or anything like that. I think it might be just, a smaller independent studio, maybe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the rumors were maybe Platinum, but I doubt we'll see Platinum. I don't know. I think it's going to be somebody else. I'm hoping Level 5, to be honest with you.
Come on, man. Get out of here. Get here with that.
Why?
Don't tease me. Don't tease me with level 5. I love level 5.
I love level 5 too.
As soon as they're done with Ni no Kuni, they can do whatever they want.
Does Nintendo have money to be buying companies right now?
Nintendo has like $14 billion in cash assets. That's just straight cash in their bank account.
I feel like
straight cash, homie.
I just feel like I don't
straight
know. They're
cash,
just
homie.
lacking
like
right
Randy
now.
Moss.
So I think
no, Nintendo. Yeah, but Nintendo, and they also just sold their stake in the Mariners, which got them, I think, like $4 billion, something crazy like that.
There's no way the Mariners are worth $4 billion. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Here,
they are.
I will look this up for you because I'm telling you, it might not have been $4 billion, but it was in the billions of dollars.
Yeah, teams are
for
expensive.
The Mariners.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No. No way.
Yes.
No way on earth the Mariners are worth $4 billion.
I don't know, man. Maybe you get
their
stadium
way.
with the team. I can see that. Yeah, man. I think that's
$1.4 billion.
Yeah, that's not anywhere close to 4.
Well,
that was almost
a little less than half.
Yeah, but they sold their stake. They didn't sell the whole damn team. They didn't own the whole team.
No, but that's to sell half. Okay, they sold half of the team for half of what I said.
Yeah, it's a stake. It's not the whole team.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
But you're saying the whole team's not worth $4 billion. If a stake of it's worth $1.5 billion, then what's the rest of it worth?
Nintendo itself got $1.4 billion for the stake in the Mariners.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
The team ain't worth $4 billion. No dice.
Dante's just
Robinson Cano's worth $4 billion, but
this season maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to third party. What are you guys hoping to see?
Red Dead 2.
That would be cool.
I'm with you there.
I'm interested to see, like, I know you guys probably are like, ugh, but like Battlefield 1, I want to see some more of that stuff. I'm a Battlefield fan.
I'm so tired of shooters. Like, honestly, like, I'm kind of shootered out.
Yeah. Well, I still like realistic shooters. So.
No, I mean, I don't mind a good shooter every now and then. I'm kind of
that's
like...
why I love The Division, because you can create some real loadouts, and it's fun to actually do being
The Division goes in my meh pile for the year.
Well, you're ridiculous.
Meh.
So,
it's in my meh pile too. If it makes you feel any better. No thanks.
Well,
you guys are both ridiculous.
We know 2 people on this podcast have good taste in games, but
no, you're ridiculous.
No,
I know tons of people that love that game. So,
well, we know tons of people that have bad taste in games, but
whatever.
I'm kidding, Mike.
I'm not looking forward to really anything this year. I surprise me. Show me something I don't really know about.
I'm looking forward to Cuphead, World of Final Fantasy. That's about it.
World of Final Fantasy looks cool. I'd like to see more of that.
My third game was Zelda, but that's not this year. So,
no.
But those are basically the games I'm really looking forward to. I think Square can go climb up a tree though. About the $60 for 2.8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A prologue.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge you $60 for it. Get out of here.
And Dream Drop Distance, which was a 3DS game.
Yeah, exactly. Get that out of here.
Like maybe I don't know if Wildlands will be cool at all. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would like to just see like a unique like game. Like that to me, like that to me would be that's what I want. That's my prediction of or what I want from E3. I just want to see something unique.
Yeah, same here. I want to see something that's cool, unique that will make me feel super excited again. Because I don't want to see anything Assassin's Creed. If they show me something Assassin's Creed, I'll just start looking at something else and ignore it. So I'm over that.
No, I don't think you will. I don't think there's going to be anything at all. I mean that.
I'm really looking forward to seeing... be there, so I mean.
Yeah, I know, but they said there's no Assassin's Creed for this year, so it doesn't really make any sense for them to show.
I hope not.
Anything Assassin's Creed this year when there's not going to be anything for it.
They might show. No, they're not going to show that one. I don't think. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
That's my pie in the sky hope. That's my pipe dream. That's one of my 6 things.
You know what I would love to see? Okay, okay, I just remembered. South Park. I forgot I forgot about that.
Yep. Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, the Fractured Butthole. Yep. I'd love, you know what? That would make me happy if I saw that. And get a release date.
Yeah. the game running with a release date would be incredible.
Yeah,
I think all three of us love the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
The first one.
So.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Mass Effect.
That's on my list too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Give me a demo and a date.
I'd love to see that. Even though I've heard it's kind of in development hell, but I'd still love to see it.
Yep. So give me a demo and a date for Andromeda.
Is it gonna be a sequel then?
Spin-off, I believe.
You're gonna be controlling a new character. It's not gonna be Shepard.
Okay. Not gonna be the Giants' new wide receiver.
Okay.
No. Sterling will not be in the game. You can name him Sterling if you want.
And it's called Andromeda, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, I really want to see Dishonored 2. I like the first one a lot.
I never played that one, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
It's fun.
Is it worth playing?
I liked it. I didn't try out the remaster, but they did, like everything else in this generation, they put a remaster out for it, and it looks way prettier, but the game was good.
You know what I'd love to see a sequel to? I'd love to see a Darksiders 3. I love Darksiders. It's like mature Zelda.
Yeah, with little God of War thrown in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to mix two games, what better games?
Yeah.
Honestly, like seriously, there's really not too many better. I mean, that's like the best of Sony and the best of Nintendo mixed into one.
I don't know how much better you're going to get with were you controlling Death the last time?
Yeah, you were.
You were like, where do you go? Like, where do you go from there?
You know, it'd be nice. How about a World of Warcraft 2, an actual sequel?
Yeah, that's not going to happen, but that'd be cool. They're still milking the hell out of it. They have an expansion.
Well, I heard they're at their lowest subscribers since like forever ago. They like dropped to like 5 million subscribers, and that's like their lowest.
They're not doing much. They're working on their other IP. So
yeah, like Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch and Hearthstone, which is freaking awesome.
Yes,
love Hearthstone.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, Mike's pretty terrible at it, and I beat him every time. But that's besides the point.
I'm still unlocking all the cards and stuff like that. So whatever. But yeah, that'd be sweet to see it. But their expansion's coming out sometime this year, so we'll see.
Yeah. Besides that, like I'm hoping to see Visceral's Star Wars game. Like just bring Annie Henning out and let her talk about it.
What's Visceral? What does Visceral do?
Dead Space.
Dead Space. Okay.
Okay.
Are they taking over like 1313?
I don't think it has anything to do with 1313.
Where's 1313?
I know it's never gonna happen. That's one of those games that went into the ether that we'll never see.
It's chilling with StarCraft Ghost right now, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
And Last Guardian until I see it.
Hey, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, man. I think you guys are dead on about South Park. I think we'll see something awesome for there, and then we'll see more of the same from Activision. Probably their normal
Call of Duty,
Destiny, and Call of Duty, and God knows what else. But I mean, what do you guys? So let's just get into this. Let's get into our hopes, our pipe dreams.
I think I've been doing it. I don't got any more pipe dreams.
Oh,
I don't want to talk about the other pipe dreams he has.
Oh God,
it's not legal in the state of Florida or Michigan. So
sure.
But I don't know, man. Like honestly, like I wouldn't mind seeing EA come out with something a little bit. I mean, I know Mirror's Edge is coming out soon, but I wouldn't mind seeing them, reach to the well and like maybe come out with something new or original. Like they I mean, yeah, they have their sports games, but I'd like to see them do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of my pipe dreams is for them, and it's Burnout.
Oh, I love a new Burnout game.
Give me Burnout. Like that's my hope. I mean, I know this Need for Speed that Underground, whatever the last one was for Need for Speed, sold pretty decently. But man, give me a Burnout game for the love of God. Like I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I love Burnout. I would be all over a Burnout game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd
the other
cool.
one is I talked about earlier is a good Marvel game. Like what Disney shuttered and the Infinity's done. Disney Infinity's done, and Disney is I think understood now that they need to get out of publishing and get their properties into people that know what the hell they're doing and let them go. And there was that Sucker Punch rumor of them working on a Spider-Man game. And
how awesome would it be if Rocksteady made the Marvel game.
If they turned on WB, like
yeah.
WWF style.
Yep. Bring the chair out. I would love a good Guardians of the Galaxy game. Like, that would be awesome.
Sure. I mean, like a 4-player, like it was a 4-player shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
or
sweet.
Or / brawler for Drax. Like, I mean, that would be...
Absolutely. Well, and Groot, too, would be like a brawler. Like an old school Ninja Turtles type game.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah, I would take that. I mean, like, really, their properties are so... They're bigger than they've ever been.
Because they don't want to push out garbage, I think. They want to keep their brand looking really good.
Like, how is that even possible that they've allowed that to happen?
Video games
no Spider-Man games,
not all of them, but a majority of them
games,
have been garbage. And
they want to keep their brand looking really good, and video game... comic book video games in the past, not all of them, but a majority of them have been garbage.
Yeah, the majority of them are crap, but, you tried to push your Disney Infinity stuff, you did your Toys to Life nonsense, you lost a crap ton of money on that.
I agree.
Now put your properties in the hands of people that know what they're doing, and let us have some fun games.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's my last pie in the sky thing.
My pie in the sky would be that Nintendo would have exclusive licensing right to all Marvel and Disney properties. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That would be better than buying a company. Buying exclusive rights?
Yeah.
That would be such an incestuous, just a horrible, horrible thing.
Why would that be horrible? Dude, Kingdom Hearts with Nintendo characters would be way better than Kingdom Hearts with Final Fantasy characters.
Get out of here.
I will take that. That would be fun.
Don't ruin my
but I don't know about
comics.
way better.
Come on, man!
You don't even focus on the Final Fantasy section on that side. They're barely in them.
The character you play as is like a Final Fantasy-esque character.
Yeah, esque. He's not in it.
Really
yeah, but I think Mario interacting with Mickey Mouse would be so much cooler.
That'd be cool. I'd like to beat the crap out of some Disney characters.
Okay, how about all the Disney characters you could put in Smash? Like, how awesome would that be?
I could do that too.
That would be cool.
I'd like to beat the crap out of some Disney characters.
Or I'd like to take some Disney characters and beat the crap out of some Nintendo characters.
That would be kind of funny. Be like,
come on, man! You know you want to be like the Emperor Zog or Zorg or whatever his name is from Toy Story, wrecking some.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun. Be like Buzz Lightyear.
No, Space Ranger.
Yeah, see, Buzz Lightyear versus Samus. What a great fight that'd be.
Sure. Bounty Hunter versus Bounty Hunter.
Exactly, man.
Space Ranger versus Bounty.
Sweet. Yep.
But I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be some awesome surprise at E3 that we'll all be talking about next week on the podcast.
Sure. All right, guys. I think I'm good.
All right. So we'll talk to you next week after we watched all our E3 conferences and are all video gamed out for the week, and we will let you know our final thoughts and what our favorite games we saw were, and what we're looking forward to.
All right, thank you.
Have a good week.
Everyone. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have fun at E3.